Why is Kim always with Tristan and supporting him?
It's humiliating to be sitting at home in LA, taking care of Tristan's kids, while her sister and her ex are out partying in public.
Kim started going to Tristan's Lakers games alone, while Khloé was nowhere to be seen.
She is hooking up with her sister's ex?
Their outfits kind of made it look like they were a couple. Khloé is, quote, devastated by Kim and Tristan's night out.
Your relationship with Tristan.
I know you guys are gonna hate me for this.
Kim Kardashian cannot stand to see her sisters happy. If anyone has anything that she wants, she will take it. That includes her sister's men. Kim and Tristan Thompson have gotten awfully close, and Khloé feels betrayed by Kimberly's obsession with her baby daddy. So let's get into it. The Kardashians love to pretend that they're all about loyalty, but Kim does what she wants when she wants to. And for whatever reason, she keeps hanging out with Khloé, her sister's ex-partner Tristan Thompson, who's incredibly problematic. But Kim claims that she has her reasons, yet I don't believe that there's a reason good enough to keep him in the picture. And when I say picture, I mean literally pictures, because Kim is constantly photographed with Tristan and posting him on her socials. If I was Khloé, I would be pissed, because keep in mind that he's the father of her 2 children, yet he's got a bunch of other children that he made while he was supposed to be with Khloé. And there's no way in hell that Khloé feels okay with the amount of time that Kim is spending with Tristan. I mean, at first, Kim tried to pretend that she was on Khloé's side, and I'm sure she was upset when she learned about the news of him getting these other women pregnant. But nonetheless, she switched up on Khloé and befriended him.
Slept with her. It's his whole thing saying, I'm Tristan Thompson, met this girl in Houston. I slept with her on my 30th birthday. So I sent it to him and I said, does Khloé know about this? Khloé doesn't even know.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying. And I'm like shaking for her. My soul dies for her.
Is she awake?
No, she's not awake. And what's so crazy is he wrote a whole declaration. Let me read this to you. Hold on, I'm literally shaking.
Is this like, he's like the worst person on the planet?
No, I know. I'm filming right now. Asking for a paternity test and admitting that he had sex with her. Khloé threw him his 30th birthday. So he went home from the 30th birthday party, went to Houston to play on the road. We can check his schedule, and then slept with this girl.
Yeah.
I just sent it to him, and I go, does Khloé know about this? Khloé's not answering. She has no idea.
It's disturbing because Khloé found out about these other women and these other children the same time the rest of the world did, because these women tried to sue Tristan for some money to pay for these children, and that's how the news broke. And that's how Khloé found out, because Tristan is not enough of a man to go and tell his girl himself that he screwed up. And even though this scandal has left Khloé traumatized, Kim is still friendly with him. So where is the loyalty? Things started to pick up last November when Kim revealed in a gushing post that she and Tristan attended an inspiring Friendsgiving dinner together at a juvenile detention camp. A few months later, Kim was photographed in attendance at a bunch of the athletes' basketball games, even holding up a handmade sign saying Tristan Thompson on it with her daughter North. And a lot of people are giving Kim the side eye, because why are you hanging out with this man who publicly humiliated your sister? So the comments were going off questioning Kim's integrity. One person wrote, why are you doing this with Tristan after what he did to your sister? Please make it make sense. And there are so many people in the world, so many people for Kim to hang out with. So why does she continue hanging out with this guy and embarrassing her family?
So we've got Kim Kardashian with Tristan Thompson doing charity work over Thanksgiving. What are the optics here? Because the things that this family doesn't say are so much louder than the things that they actually do say. And while I do think so much of what they do are schemes and kind of like they're a little mastermind, you know, always playing chess, not checkers, I think some of this is just a book out of Kris Jenner's playbook where the shitty men in their lives really get kind of endless forgiveness. Best show in the world would be the show that they'll never put out, which is a show about what's actually going on behind the scenes with all of these dynamics.
Tristan is considered family. He's the father of Khloé's children. So I understand they don't need to go and banish him from the world. But these people know what they're doing. If they show up somewhere, there's going to be headlines and it's showing support. So I don't know why they're using him as some kind of way to like push themselves or maybe trying to get the public to forgive him.
Kim started going to Tristan's Lakers games alone while Khloé was nowhere to be seen. And judging by the photos of Tristan that Kim was sharing on her IG stories from the game, it really looked like she was flirting with him big time. There was also a photo of Tristan waving to Kim that Kim shared with the message, "Oh, hi Tristan." And then she shared another snap showing Tristan smiling and she wrote, "Yes, go Lakers." But when did Kim suddenly become such a big basketball fan? And why was she there to cheer on Tristan on her own when even Khloé was embarrassed to be seen with him in public at this point?
So a lot of people are asking questions, and Kim has some answers. She's claiming that her relationship with Tristan is like her relationship with Scott Disick. I mean, they are family, so she's supporting a fellow family member, but she's doing it so actively and so proudly that it does come off a little bit flirtatious. Kim was quoted saying, "Just how I support Scott and will forever support him. He's my brother. It's not just on an NBA stage. Sad new world. If there are no phones, people think it really didn't happen, but yes, I see Scott often." So really her defense for her friendship with Tristan is that she's also friends with Scott, which I don't think is much of a defense. And the more we started questioning this friendship, the more we got to see them together. They didn't like shy away from the public. They started going to concerts and parties together, and it almost seemed like they were kind of like dating, in my opinion. Reports claim that Kim and Tristan are continuing to grow as friends. The reality star and serial cheater have left many confused by their recent outings without Khloé Kardashian, and their latest hangout is no different. Kim and Tristan went on a double date with Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny, which I'm still confused by that relationship. If you guys want a video, comment below.
Tristan.
So they went to the concert together and we got a bunch of footage and photos of them hanging out. After the concert, Kim changed and headed to Drake's after party at a new private members only club. According to the Daily Mail, she arrived in the same Sprinter van with two friends and Khloé's baby daddy. Even though they did arrive to this event together, they did leave separately, which I think is a green flag in this situation, because if they left together, I would hope that Khloé would be asking some questions. But I mean, at this rate, she should be asking those questions, because people in the comments are. One person wrote, "Kim is hanging out with Tristan a little too much." Another person writes, "Does anyone find it weird that Kim and Tristan are always together?" Now, this concert wasn't a one-time fluke. We've seen these two partying in LA together, partying in Miami together. They're going to nightclubs, they're hanging out in the DJ booth. It almost seems like they are dating.
After dinner, they went to the club Live in Miami and partied together in DJ Khaled's booth. I guess as time goes on, Kim and Tristan's friendship just grows stronger. Also, I think Tristan coaches Kim's kids in basketball. They partied with Live owner David Grootman and his wife, who posted this picture on their story, and Tristan reposted it. Some people on social media are surprised that they're hanging out. This person says Tristan and Kim in the same box, no way. But again, they've spent quite some time together at this point. Another person shared some pictures of Tristan and Kim spending time together. They say, "Why is Kim always with Tristan and supporting him? The last two photos are from last night. It's getting weird. Mind you, neither Khloé nor her daughter be spotted out with him, but Kim be taking herself and her kids everywhere with him. Do I think it's a little weird? Yes. But I guess I want to say this has turned into like a Scott Disick situation. But given the amount of times Tristan has betrayed Khloé, I just don't know if I could forgive him like this."
I'm actually not a big fan of this excuse or this narrative that it's like a Scott Disick situation. While Scott Disick screwed over Kourtney for sure, he was a big part of their lives and their fame and them growing up on the show. He's been there for a while, so he is family. But Tristan hasn't been in the picture, and while he has been, he's been causing chaos. So why is she dressing all sexy and hanging out with him in Miami for weekends on end? One source went to the media and said that Khloé is devastated, but this time she's blaming her sister, not Tristan. It's humiliating to be sitting at home in LA taking care of Tristan's kids while her sister and her ex are out partying in public. And I'm glad Khloé is sending her people to the press to share how she really feels. People on Twitter write that it's very shady and suspect. Kim always wants what the other two sisters have, which is so true. If you guys have not seen my video about Kim and Travis Barker, definitely go and check it out. Another person writes, messy. I wouldn't even be speaking to this clown if it was my sister.
We now know how Khloé feels about it, and spoiler, she's not happy. According to a source who spoke to In Touch Weekly, Khloé, quote, hit the roof when she saw photos of Kim and Tristan partying it up without her, especially because their outfits kind of made it look like they were a couple. In fact, this insider claimed that Khloé is, quote, devastated by Kim and Tristan's night out. However, she's not mad at her cheating ex for once. Instead, it sounds like she's placing all the blame on her sister. As the source went on to say, quote, this time she's blaming her sister, not Tristan. It's humiliating to be sitting at home in LA taking care of Tristan's kids while her sister and her ex are out partying in public. Yikes.
So I think the entire world, including Khloé, is trying to figure out why Kim and Tristan are so close. And other people have theories that maybe Kim is like a babysitter to Tristan and she's with him to keep an eye on him. You guys know he's done a ton of embarrassing things in public to this family. So maybe it makes sense that Kim is just there to stop the embarrassment, but at the same time, it's sending the wrong message. One person wrote on Twitter, Kim's his babysitter. Obviously, Khloé can't be out and about with him because she's still pretending that they're not back together. So who better than one of her sisters to go to the same parties with him and to make sure that he's behaving? Some people think that maybe Kim is out there spying on Tristan so she can go and report to Khloé. But clearly Khloé isn't on board with this tactic. But it's a theory. I mean, people say that maybe Kim is trying to show her support for Tristan and rebuild his reputation so that when he and Khloé do get back together, it's a little bit easier on Khloé.
When Tristan celebrated his birthday in March, Kim posted this kissy face selfie with the message, have the best day ever. At this point, fans started saying there's no doubt Kim has a huge crush on Tristan and they probably already hooked up in the past. As one fan on Reddit explained, ever since the first time he cheated on the show and she was acting like she was so mad by threatening to cut him with her dumb hand gestures, I knew she had a major crush on him. That's why she enables Khloé to keep him around, because if Khloé actually woke up and got rid of him, it would be weird for Kim to continue flirting with him so openly. These two spend time alone together and you can't convince me they haven't.
This is kind of sad, but I feel like if I was Kourtney or Khloé, I would never allow Kim around my partner alone. There's something about her that does seem like she wants to take whatever these people have in their lives that's going well because she wants everything. And, you know, her relationship with Kanye didn't work out, so seeing her siblings in love may seem like a threat to Kim. And Khloé feels betrayed by this because time and time again, we see Kim and Tristan awfully close to each other in public. And you guys know that this family understands how the media works. So if they're going out in public, they're anticipating their picture being taken and they know exactly how they're going to manipulate the headlines. So Kim hanging out with Tristan and acting super close to him in front of cameras shows that she knows exactly what she's doing. A source revealed to Closer that Khloé felt threatened by her sister and ex-partner's cozy display last weekend. Quote, Khloé was already on edge about the situation, but now she feels left out and betrayed. Even if it's just platonic, it still feels like a knife in the back. The situation is tough because Khloé is so dependent on Kim, but even she has her limits, and Kim's little night out with Tristan was the last straw. She's told her to back off. The source says when this started, Khloé was very encouraging because she wanted her family to validate Tristan so people wouldn't be so hard on her. But then things turned recently and she snapped. As far as Kim's concerned, Khloé should be thanking her for keeping an eye on the father of her children. One person who saw them at the show together was quoted saying, they looked like they're having a blast. Khloé seemed to be the furthest thing from their minds. Another source went to the media and said that they're definitely close and they don't try to hide it. Even from Khloé, it stings. The last thing Khloé wants is to see the man who cheated on her stepping out with her sister.
Khloé Kardashian shut down rumors that Kim Kardashian was helping to build Tristan Thompson redemption arc after Kim was spotted at multiple NBA games. I personally haven't read anything past the headlines of all of these so-called interviews, but apparently is the illiterate reality star kind of low-key trying to say she is hooking up with her sister's ex? And that says Kim Kardashian and Tristan Thompson.
There's definitely some bizarre chemistry between Kim and Tristan, and I would love to know what goes on in private. At one point, it does seem like Kim was anti-Tristan. She unfollowed him on social media, but when they made amends, Kim actually forced Tristan to unblock her. And it's actually weird because she shared this video on social media of this moment, and I think that this clip says everything.
All right, guys, so what do you think? It's Khloé's birthday. Do you think I should ask this guy to unblock me? For Khloé's birthday, will you please unblock me?
Yeah, it's totally right. I got you.
So, was that a yes?
See.
I'm unblocked, guys!
Yeah.
Do it right now! Do it!
I'm getting the jacket. I'm getting the jacket.
Do
I'm doing
it!
it
Wait,
right
what's
now.
your code?
Huh?
Khloé, I'm gonna...
She knows it.
Wait, what was that? You blocked Malika and Khadijah also? Wait, you guys! Did you know he blocked you also? What?
First and foremost,
what?
Follow me first, so I definitely...
Wait!
I actually believe that Tristan was ready to get out of that family and move on. He had everyone blocked. He was done. But I do think that Khloé maybe still has some love for him, and maybe Kim has some love for him as well. But in March this year, Kim Kardashian received some backlash for making disturbing comments about Tristan, as fans think he's back with Khloé. The reality star came under fire for sharing a video of Tristan on her $150 million private jet saying "I love you" to him. She posted this on her story: "Happy birthday to the guy that makes the best snack combos ever. Love you, at Tristan." Now, there's no sight of Khloé on this plane, but allegedly they were celebrating Tristan's 32nd birthday. Critics slammed Kim for complimenting Tristan despite him cheating on Khloé. One person wrote, "Love you? This guy dogged the crap out of your sister. Baby daddy or not, this family is weird." And I think really, to normal people in the world, it just kind of gives us the ick because we can't imagine our own family doing this to us. One person wrote, "I just think Kim gets off on knowing her sister's men fancy her, and she pushes the limits of that. She's always been extra with Tristan." But Kim claims that it's not all love because she still doesn't like what he did to Khloé, and I guess that's hard for her to forgive, which, I mean, that's the most normal thing in this entire video. It's like, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to forgive him. She opened up about this on her show, saying, "I know you guys are gonna hate me for this, and you're gonna hate us. But it's so crazy because he's such a good friend and such a good dad, but he just couldn't get it together in that area of being a faithful boyfriend. You want to obviously hate him for that. Yeah, of course his actions and who he was so effed up. I can't deny that. We've had our talks about it, we've had our fights about it, and we've had our arguments about it." But she has a soft spot for Tristan because she claims that he's been super helpful in other ways when it comes to her own children and her split up from Kanye, which I question how he's been helpful. She said, "When he saw me struggling with my kids, he stepped up. He started showing up to the games. He picked Saint up, takes them to dinner, and will always come to my defense, especially if it's stuff with me and my ex. I just never forget that, so I'll never really throw someone away and act like I don't feel that they can grow and evolve."
Your relationship with Tristan.
I know you guys are going to hate me for this, and you're going to hate us, and you're going to think Khloé's whatever. It's so crazy because he's such a good friend and he's such a good, dad, but he just couldn't get it together in that area of, being a faithful boyfriend. So it's like, you want to obviously hate him for that. Yeah, of course, his actions and who he was, so up. I can't deny that. And we've had our talks about it, and we've had our fights about it, and we've had our arguments about it, but he's also shown so many decent things and just has been a really good person and friend. When he saw me struggling with my kids, he stepped up. He started showing up to the games. He picks Zane up, takes them to dinner, and will always come to my defense, especially if it's stuff with me and my ex. And I just never forgot that. So it's I'll never really throw someone away and act like I don't feel like they can grow and evolve.
It's an interesting perspective because that seems like a boyfriend. I mean, he's now helping you take care of your children because Kanye West is God knows where with his new wife and just acting chaotic. So Tristan definitely has some inning when it comes to Kim. And I'm sure Khloé hates that. So I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.